Good afternoon, everyone. Jason here. Today is December 4th, and this is your aftermarket update. All right, we had a really nice day here at the Oil Trading Group. In fact, if you look at the price ladder here at the far left of your screen, you can see that we were up 104 ticks on the day today. We had one trade, and we were done very quickly. At the end of today's trade, I went through a pretty detailed explanation as to how and why we got into the CL trade that we got into today. And so instead of going through the charts here with you like I would normally do, I'm going to let that speak for itself. And so what you're going to get is you're going to hear me go through the end of the day rationale for getting into the trade that we got into, and then we'll roll right into that trade of the day. So again, one trade and done. You can see the price ladder at the top left of the screen. That we had a really nice day in here, and it was good to get in and get out very quickly. So again, what I'm going to let you listen to is the analysis that we completed after the trade, and then I'm going to let you watch the OTG trade of the day. So again, I'm going to stop talking now, and here is that OTG analysis followed by the trade of the day. Let's come back and recap, and that's why we pulled that off. That was pretty close there, right? All right, so let's come back here into what we were looking at here today. Thanks, Dwight. All right, so what we did, and this is the ES. Okay, here's your CL. And so what we were looking at is this hourly chart, and this is what I marked it up here for you, right, on this hourly chart. And so we had this formation back here, right? We had lots of rotation around this zone. And I just kind of picked this area based on kind of the midway point between the rotation here, right? We just kind of picked this point as kind of the midway point through the rotation. Look how much we rotated around it. So as I was looking back at my charts and said, okay, we're here again, right? We're up through over the top of the moving averages. Where was the resistance area? And again, it's a box around this zone. Right, it's a box around this zone. And so we said, let's do this. Let's go here. And let's move this to, let's see, that was 54. So right up here around this area right here. Okay. All right. So I said I wanted the market to come in on your trade plan. So this is your trade plan idea. Market to rally up to 54.75 or higher, and then sell off for a breakout below 54.21, right? And that is the top of this chop area, right? Right is the top. That's why I kind of picked that area. But it did not quite make it all the way up. But that's close enough considering that when we began to look at this, it was, remember what I showed you where it was when I put the trade plan out last night. Price was in this area here, right? So the high, we're rotational here around this 53, 54. I mean, there was no way to know that it was actually going to make it up there. And there's really no way to know that that was going to be the top of the box. But what is important to know is that if you do get that kind of idea, right? If you do get that kind of idea, then you wanted to sell off underneath, right? And so if you were trading last night when this happened, you had the opportunity to come down and take that, right? You had the opportunity to come down and do that. All right, so when we got together this morning, this was already coming to fruition, all right? That was phase one of the trade plan. Now we said that we wanted the market to come down through this next level, pull back, and it did, right? And it was only a 2-bar pullback pattern, but it was still a pattern nonetheless, right? Here's your 2-bar pattern. Down through into the zone, rally back up, and then look short. Now, I got ahead of this level here, which may have been a little risky and a little dicey, but here's the idea. If you get in, you want to participate. Get in, right? Because the thing that we know is that we have a trading philosophy in here that is cut the losing trades short and let the winning trades run. That is our philosophy. And as such, it's okay if you take a stop out or two. Get in, don't miss it, right? And so we said also this morning that 100% of the overnight session had been spent above settlement down here at 52.95. And when the market opens at 100% away from settlement, then you have a really good chance for that market to come back to it. You've got the same idea going on the ES this morning. The ES is 100% below settlement in the overnight session and rallying. And you had an idea on your trade plan that was very similar, right? So we said trade plan, break down up and through that level, break down through it, come down into this area, market likely going to get to settlement or pretty close, go for it. And if it works, great. If it didn't, we get stopped out, we recalibrate, we try something else. But that was the plan, and that's why we did what we did. 9, hit but no fill. Hit but no fill. In at 59. The stop here will be 71. 71. $71 is the stop. The target is 95 right now. Your target is 95.